Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to play round 3 of a modern league event with Jeskai Geist. It's a fairly standard list, except for 4 Molten Rains. So I don't know if that's good enough. I'm just sort of like trying to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks, if you will. Another thing that you don't always see on my list are a couple of copies of Spell Snare, and that's just because I feel like there is more decks that are doing things earlier, a lot of linear stuff, and so I just want to have a little bit more early interaction that's not only removal spells. The reason for the Stony Silence is mainly just because it's also good against Tron, in addition to being good against Affinity. So we're currently 2-0. We beat Naya Cord. That's not the Kiki Cord. We beat a Kiki Cord deck, and then we beat Burn. So we're headed into round 3, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, we have a match here, and we won the die roll, so let's take it. I think we keep this hand. I don't really know what we're playing against, but I still think that I just want to go ahead and Scalding Tarn into a Serum Visions. Just to kind of, we're on the play here, so if we see something like a Monolink or something like that, then I think that it's kind of reasonable to just make sure that we end up with a mix of creature interaction and spell interaction. And I'm just trying to make my phone not go off here. And if it's Burn, well, then it's Burn. Okay, so I'm actually pretty glad we did this because I don't want to draw all of these lands. I don't mind having Colonnade, but I am going to bottom both just because we already have 4 lands essentially, and I'd like to draw something else. Eye of Ugin. All right, well, at least we have Path to Exile. So this is a small example, but this is where I really like Serum Visions. We drew a land. There were 2 lands on top, and we drew another land. We would currently be drawing 4 lands in a row against Eldrazi. This is why I think it's important to have, I feel like 2, 3, or 4, but at least some number of Serum Visions to smooth out your draws. Okay, so we're going to sit on Remand here. If it's colorless, I think our chances are actually a little bit better because we may not have to deal with the Cavern of Souls. Let's see here. This is kind of why we're running an insane amount of Molten Rains. Although, I don't know that Molten Rain is necessarily good enough. I mean, if we had a Remand and a Molten Rain and he tries to go Thought-Knot Seer or something and we can untap and Molten Rain his Eye of Ugin and then maybe he, I don't know, plays a small creature, does something we can play in, and then snap Molten Rain again at some point, but that might just be too slow. I'm kind of finding with some of these Eldrazi decks that if they come out of the gate quick enough, the land destruction method just isn't really effective enough. If they have a Thought-Knot Seer and a Reality Smasher and you're playing a Blood Moon, you're just still kind of impossibly behind. Okay, so our Remand is bad. I still think I might just cycle it because I don't think it's going to do anything, and I'd rather just draw a card. Okay, so right now I guess it'll be a 1/5. Okay, so the reason I didn't I don't want to get behind. I know we're accelerating him, but I don't want to get behind with regards to having him deploy many creatures a turn. So we've removed one. I know this gives him another mana, but It is what it is. Our opponent may be double queuing because he's kind of slow to react to things. Spell Snare, let's see. I think I just want to play this. I want to have all of my options available to me. So let's see. Okay, so that's a Thought-Knot Seer. I think we Snapcaster Mage, target path to exile, let him take something from our hand, and then path it. Is it when it leaves the battlefield or dies? Okay, it's leaves the battlefield. Alright, so snap, target path. Alright. And I'm going to let the ability trigger first. That way if we draw something that we really want, he can't take it with Thought-Knot Seer. So we'll go ahead and path it as end step here. Alright, just drawing all the lands. Okay, well, we're going to attack and play a Colonnade. Exciting stuff. Is he just playing something for 2? Because we do have a Spell Snare. I guess that would be technically 4. Thought-Knot Seer. Well, we just have a Spell Snare. I guess he has to take something. I don't think it's a May. All right. I think Electrolyze would be reasonable. Let's see. Geist. Well, we'll play it. We could actually trade off here and here. I don't know that I want to do that. Dismember, perhaps? Yeah. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put us to 4, and this is probably Reality Smasher. All right, we're relatively hopelessly behind. That's 9. We'd go to 5. There's very little chance he doesn't block. We can play land and we can attack him for 8 with Colonnade, but we're dead still. I mean, I'm not going to block, but I don't think there's a path to victory with this board state no matter what. See, none of these fly, right? No. Okay, so I'm going to Serum Visions, but I'm just kind of going through the motions here. I think mostly this is pointless. Yeah, okay. Well, let's try game 3 here. Alright, so we're going to try Molten Rains. Lots of them. Supreme Verdicts, Engineered Explosives, this thing, and is a Staticaster. And we're going to cut. I think our counter magic is unfortunately not very good. And I think we just need to try and... I think we want to trim a couple of Geist of Saint Draft and maybe another Geist. Just keep all the removal that we can. Here's a Remand. Yeah, I guess this is our plan here. So if we're going to effectively use Molten Rain, what I think we need is we need like a couple of removal spells, and we hopefully need him to not play things early that we have to path. That way we can kill something, and then Molten Rain on an empty board. If we're Molten Raining after he's played a 4/4, then we're not... I mean, if all we're going to do is like Molten Rain him and then take 4 and then kill that thing, it's okay, but one of the downsides is the way that we're killing these bigger creatures is giving him lands, which reduces the effectiveness of Molten Rain. So, you know, the fact that we have to run path kind of makes the Molten Rain plan not very good. But, you know, this is all theory crafting. I do want to actually put it to test playing. Okay, so we will be on the play. Great hand, mulligan. Great hand, mulligan. Not the way to start game 2. I mean, even though we get a scry, even if we found a land on top, this hand doesn't do anything until we draw a 3rd land, and then we still need to get another land to even deploy our threats. Gonna have to mulligan. Alright, so this is a keep, but it's not what I'm excited about. I will keep the 3rd land on top. And I am going to shock. I'm less worried about my life. I mean, I am worried about my life total, but I'm less worried in some ways and just... more interested in trying to stay ahead as far as creatures are concerned. Alright, so I could shoot this... Which I guess I guess that's fine, right? Because, like, obviously we don't have an Electrolyze in hand, but that's what we really want. That's what we would really want. Okay, so I think I Serum Visions with Hallowed Fountain, and if I draw like a Path to Exile. See, the other option here is I draw step Vendilion Click. What is better? I don't think I'm going to go for the click, actually. What I was saying about the Electrolyze is if he plays something else that makes a Scion token, we can still kill the Scion tokens with an Electrolyze that we draw later. Yeah, I will click now. Like, I'd like to put a Thought Knot Seer on the bottom. Okay, so let's see. He's Reality Smasher. So click is not amazing, but so he can play Reality Smasher the next turn. And he has all of these options available to him. We could take this Sky Spawner. The only reason I'm saying we could take the Sky Spawner is because then we can keep a clock with Vendilion Click. But if we take something and we draw him into another temple, then he can Reality Smash us, and we're dependent upon our Serum Visions. I mean, the other option is we take one of the things that he can take now. So if we let him play the Sky Spawner, then we can't attack. Well, we do have Snap Bolt up, I guess, so there is that. I guess that's probably fine. Maybe we just take the Reality Smasher. Yeah, I think we take the Reality Smasher. Oh, I meant to take a picture. Oh well. And the reason we're taking a Reality Smasher is because it's basically a 2-for-1 just to kill that thing. So I think this is going to be a Sky Spawner. That's my guess. Nope, the haste one. Okay, or just that one. Alright, so I think we just need to Serum Visions. We need to try to find a way to kill this Vile Aggregate. And I'm going to put this on bottom, Ghost Quarter on top. I'm going to attack with Click. Although, let's see, if he plays a Sky Spawner, then it's one. This is going to hit for a lot, but I don't think there's much we can do about that at the moment. Is this going to let him... If he play... Is he going to be able to take this? What does this do? Okay, exiles the top card of our library. Oh, which was our Ghost Quarter. Oh well. Alright, so... So we can kill these, but then we're dead. No, we're not dead here because this will be smaller. So we can also snap. So if we snap and then we snap, bolt, and block this, we take 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's also lethal. I don't want to block, but I think we might have to. Yeah, I think we do. Okay, so this is the one that he... Okay, so he can't take control. Man. I have a lot of work to do to learn this matchup. It's like fun getting our... Is it till the end of turn at least? Alright, so... Are we just dead? We're at 8, probably. We can electrolyze here and take a ton and then block this. And let's see, if we block this, we still go 6, 7, 8. Three. Yeah, I was right. So even if we flash and Snapcaster Mage and block this, we're dead to everything else. Well, that was lovely. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We didn't actually get to cast any of these Molten Rains against that deck, but they really seem too slow. They seem way too slow and clunky. Verdict would have been... Maybe the thing to do is instead of run all these Molten Rains, maybe we literally just run like 4 Supreme Verdicts. Maybe we'll try that next. So I guess this is probably a good time to mention... I don't know if it's gonna be approved, but I did apply for... with Card Hoarder, I applied for like their sponsorship program so that I can be loaned decks. And one of the main reason I want to do that is I want to basically borrow a copy of the Eldrazi deck and then make some versus videos. I haven't made any of those in a while, but I'll be able to say pitch, this deck or whatever deck directly against it and then play a few matches in a row to get a better idea of what may and may not work. Because, in that match there, once we were behind on creatures, Molten Rain just wouldn't really matter. I think just by watching that, I don't think attacking their mana with something like this is good enough. I think these need to be, I think I just need to run like 3 or 4 verdicts against the Eldrazi deck, and I think that that's probably the best way to do it. So I will probably run this back with something like that. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Trouble Smash Face.